Hi everyone. You may have noticed that travel agents are now requesting your passport information before you ever even leave Canada. And they're doing this pretty much regardless of where you're going. The US, Bahamas, Mexico, it doesn't really seem to matter. And the question is, why? Well, as you may know, the Department of Homeland Security is extremely serious about who enters the United States. And by enters, I don't just mean visiting the States on a trip or for business. I mean crossing the threshold of anything that could even remotely be considered U.S. territory. If you're going for drinks in Buffalo, or you have a flight that has a stopover in New York or Miami, you're going on a cruise that simply travels through American waters, or you have a flight that goes through American airspace, if you're there, Homeland Security wants to know about you. And once again we come to, why? If you have a criminal record, you are not allowed into the United States. Note that doesn't just refer to people who have been tried and convicted of an offense. Even if you've just been charged, or if the charges were dropped, or even if you were found not guilty, Customs and Border Protection still has the right to deny you entry into the United States. The guide that Homeland Security, and by proxy, Customs and Border Protection use to determine your eligibility is called the Book of Moral Turpitude. So how does all this relate to our original point? When a travel agent requests your passport information before you ever leave, that info goes to Homeland Security. They pre-screen you to ensure that you are allowed to enter, and also so that they can have a copy of your information for their own records. If you do have a criminal record, you will forever be in their system, and will never be able to travel to or anywhere that requires passing through the United States, unless you have a U.S. entry waiver or simply get lucky with officials being lax. If you're interested in finding out ahead of time whether or not you're allowed to enter the United States, click below to follow us on Twitter at @CanadianPardons and receive an electronic copy of the Book of Moral Turpitude, or simply fill out the evaluation form on our website.